rather than Kramer when they have to in the second phase.
And the interesting thing about the composition out of KT, you're mentioning when we were talking about how they have to get ahead early on, but because it is a pick composition, because they have elements that can scale, and they have global, so you've got the teleport on Shen as well as the Stand United, the roaming from Thresh. There's so much pick potential on this composition that even if it goes to the late game, a pick is all that it takes for you to win the game regardless of being outscaled or not. So they're going to be able to rely on the identity of the composition in order to find the victory. Early on, it absolutely has to be them exercising that pressure, looking for advantages, particularly around mid would be where I would imagine they have to go, burn some cleanses, revisit that lane, waiting for him to use spells. Marin already revealed he doesn't have combos, so they could just, he's dead here.
Okay, the flash cocoon, and oh boy, first blood already at 2.5 minutes into the game. And they should have seen that coming. They should have known.
Marin showed his hand so early. He showed that he didn't have flag and drag. Out mana. First of all, a dive to the top side. Marin,
Here we go again. The taunt into the chains, but he is within those creeps. Smeb is going to be tanking that. Just a couple more damage should do it. A flash out of the Cataclysm. Pawn makes it away with his life, taking another one on his way out.
Relentless focus into the top side. Marin, regardless of mana. A champion like Varus needs his spells to push that lane now. 1 second.
Oh man, the chains, and even with the cleanse. And they're going to go for the Stand United coming on in here. He's under turret, but it just does not matter. Another kill picked up for KT.
This is exactly how you want to be using the Stand United, always aggressively. You don't want to be waiting for your opponent to jump. They've got more mobility, they've got more early game damage, and frankly, more synergy with the way that these champions operate. So as long as they continue to play into the top side of the map, Kuro will continue to die.
Kuro just running straight into it. Going up against this Tarantula in the jungle with the help of LeBlanc is not going to be well for him. And we got a fight up actually in top. Marin going to use his flag to take that one out. And now Pawn jumping in here. He's going to get the chains down. Score makes his way in and will pick up the kill as the trade.
A glimmer of hope in the most unexpected lane of them all. Marin finds a solo kill.
Yeah, definitely adding some damage to what they might lack in the mid game, as you were talking about before. Definitely can try to shore that up with some itemization. A flash hook on Amada, though. Oh, my words, as you guys can see the glory of that play. That's really nice. Now we got Stand United coming in. They want more kills. Can they actually get it? Doesn't look like it, as enough slows and stuns do keep KT at bay.
The chains of corruption prevent the engage, but that was an ill-advised stuff. Oh, the hook!
Okay, he's got cleanse, but that was on point.
The map. There are 5 members, or 4 now, responding to the bottom side, and LeBlanc is going to be left untouched top.
Here we go again. He doesn't have the time this time around. Score, though, is not able to put enough damage onto Marin. He's going to try to go for it because he has no other choice. And in fact, Afrika will be able to secure that kill.
There was a window there, actually, for Score to get out of these fights, so they're still not out for this game because they're so tanky. They'll soak up a lot of the initial burst and allow their solid DPS to go in.
And look at this, Mata going ham, 1v3. Does have that Stand United, and the box comes down. Void Rush coming in, he's looking for that kill. Can he get it? Extremely close, but Mata will survive. And they're just going to pick up that Rek'Sai kill. What will they go for?
Is likely to do it. They obviously have the tools to burn it down with Elise and Tristana, but because they can do this, it's a bait, it's a pick composition. It's more important for them to get a kill before starting the Baron. And here's Mowgli.
Oh, the perfect hook onto this Rek'Sai. He doesn't have Banshee's Veil. That's enough damage coming out from the burst of Deft and Scores. They pick up this jungler. They're looking for another push.
This is exactly what KT wants. They want control of a side of the jungle and then have Afrika continue to enter that side and get picked left, right, and center. They can just do this every 10 seconds when their cooldowns come back, and Kramer, he's in trouble.
Gunblade and the Stand United. Can he get away from this one? Tushin trying to be the hero. The perfect exhaust actually will save Kramer. It looks like actually Smeb is going to go down in the back line. Perhaps this time around, KT is very low mana.
But Kura doesn't need that much mana. Oh, pardon me. I thought I was looking at Pawn.
Even so, look at this burst damage coming onto Tushin. Deft, he's beginning to get really scary. He gets the kill underneath the turret. Gets extremely low himself, but does pick that one up. Going 1v1, ADC versus ADC.
Gets hit with the crit, unexpected. 30 CS up on Tristana already, and now they're going to walk away with another tier 2. Marin is next on the hit list. He does have flash and uses his flag and drag to get out. And now Afrika can only look towards the next game because this one feels like it's escaping them so quickly. The Dragon is up next. After the Dragon comes Baron, and they lost Summoners for this one. They're going to be in such a mess in order to clear out the vision and not get picked off by KT again.
KT executing this composition very, very well and getting the prize they deserve, a very big lead at about 24 minutes into the game. They pick up that Infernal Drake, and Mowgli goes in there, tanks a bunch of the Dragon shots, you guys could see. Knock him out of that Flag and Dragon, still on the chase. He's got a flash, but there's the hook from Mana. They secure that kill. What a play from this bottom lane, and they want even more. They're looking for Tushin. Will be able to hop away, but you can see how confident Deft is now.
And now you see what it's like to be Jarvan when you're dealing with Thresh. It is impossible. Every time you go in, you need to be damn sure you want to stay in.
Deft, he's getting a little bit too confident. Going 1v4, so he's going to be rocket jumping in even. Oh, unbelievable. He's relying on this Lantern so much. And Mata does get him there to safety, but man, this guy.
It's Marin.
Okay, trying to come in from behind. They know that he doesn't have his flash. They're going to engage here onto Pawn, but it's not enough. The box coming down. They're looking for that damage. Smeb with the big taunt, but in the end, they will find Deft. He didn't have his summoners, but Marin going down on the right side. Everybody extremely low on the side of Afrika. It looks like this one will turn around. The hook will land onto Tushin, and a double kill going over to Pawn. Can get
in the end is now sitting at a 12,000, make that 13,000 gold lead. This game is definitely done.
Yeah, looking like lights out at this point. They're looking for one kill onto Pawn, but Kramer can't even get it. What a position to be in for Afrika, as it's now 17-5. And another thing I wanted to say in that big fight that we just had, Smeb with the double, triple taunt, wasn't exactly hard to do, as everybody on the side of Afrika was just clumped up into one giant ball, but at least making that Shen look good one last time before this game ends, I suppose.
Yeah, they made it real easy for him to go ahead and hit those skill shots. And here's another hook onto Kura, but at least they have Tushin with the Unbreakable to help him out. But the base has already been cracked into the bottom side. It's only a matter of time for LeBlanc to hit the top lane, and that's when it gets ugly, when triple inhibs go down and Afrika.
And finally, Marin's going to go top, but that means that they should be able to push these inhibitors. Another turret goes down, the flash hook. That one's going to hit Tushin. Tons of damage comes out, and he goes down.
Oh,
and okay.
Crit.
Yeah, I think you were right in saying that was the end of the game about 2 minutes ago.
Hey, I said it about 15 as well.
That's true,
so
that's true.
It definitely looks like KT knows what they're doing, and Afrika is completely lost here. They don't have any window of opportunity back in, and another hook just barely graces by Marin. That might as well be a bullet with how guaranteed your death is.
Wow, what a clean game here from KT, taking any doubt out of people's minds. Who is the stronger team? Going in now is Pawn, trying to pick up as many kills as possible for his KDA. Kuro trying to trade back, but it won't matter. That's going to be game number 1, going over to KT over Afrika.
And KT played great, but I've said it before and I'll say it again. Elise is still a top-tier jungler. She will punish you hard. And at the hands of KT, who before the split break, they're playing Renekton Elise all the time and crushing fools. Yep. Now they're doing it again, but they've added LeBlanc. Pawn has been stepping up. He's now a real part of the mix with KT, influencing the side lanes, allowing him to have LeBlanc and just crush everywhere. And the early game was really what stood out for me. The way that KT understood who can play aggressive, who can play defensively, what kind of style they want to go with the composition, and it worked to a T. There was barring just one minor mistake when they overdove onto the mid.